So, as I study more human design and kind of integrate my. Yes, he did. Embodying my own energy type and following my own strategy and authority, I am beginning to really decondition myself from everything and anything that looks like a homogenized way of thinking. And what do you mean by homogenized? It's the assumption that everybody operates the same way and that one wisdom is wisdom for all. But what I'm learning in human design, and especially for myself, is that human design is the science of differentiation, meaning it really is the system that shows you how you're different from everybody else on a mechanical level. This is not even a belief system. This is really like a scientific slash esoteric mechanical program or circuit board that you see in your body graph. I'm very interested in looking at other people's body graph because I get to learn the nuances. I'm starting to learn the nuances of their own, of their channels and gates and defined centers and all those things. And so the homogenization way of thinking really doesn't work. You know, we've been pumped up with, I mean, all our lives we've been pumped up with this notion that this is the way to success. You want to be successful, this is how you do it. You want to make friends, this is how you do it. You want to be successful in relationships, this is how you do it. But what human design is doing for me is that it's breaking all of those beliefs, because how can one belief, one way of thinking work for everybody if everybody's so different? Like, as a mental projector, I can only really follow my strategy and authority, which is not the same as a sacral generator, let's say. Like my son. My son is a 6-2 sacral generator. Things that I don't have the mechanics for this type. I only have the mechanics of my mechanics, and watching him operate really shows me how different I am and how different he is. And the way that I raise him versus the way I raise my 1-3 emotional generator daughter is also very different. They're similar in that they're both sacral energy beings, but the nuances about each of them come into play. Like, my daughter has an emotional wave that she goes up and down, low and high, and you to respect that. It's not the same as my son, who doesn't have an emotional center defined, but I understand that he also can amplify and pick up my daughter's feelings and amplify it and look as if he's the emotional one. But just understanding how everybody is so different and so special is making me appreciate people more, the people around me, and not have expectations of them that are just not fair. It's not fair to expect someone to act the same as you when you're completely different beings. We're all human, and we all fit into this collective. But how do we fit in this collective? This is really what I'm interested in. We fit in the collective by embodying our true nature, by embodying our energy type, by following our strategy and authority. And the more each person follows their strategy and authority, the more imperative and the more beneficial they become as a cog to the collective. You, Benny. So it really is about understanding your own mechanics and embodying that. And the more we all do that, then the more the collective becomes this well-oiled machine. And that's really the beauty of it. So we have to start with ourselves. We have to even just find out what our energy type is and learn that, because that spells a huge difference. That's really the gateway to understanding the rest of it. But that's basic. So yeah,